Hello, welcome again to Funk Film Reviews. This is Corey Funk, and now I'm going on my quick review for my favorite film of the year 2017. And this is the second superhero film that's on my list. This one feels more like a superhero with a Western type feel and all that. It's the movie Logan, which stars Hugh Jackman, Stephen Merchant, good old Patrick Stewart, who I think that was his best performance ever, is how he did Professor X in that specific movie, because they gave him dementia and he basically doesn't know he could be a walking weapon type time bomb, but just how he does that performance, I really wish the Academy would have noticed that Patrick Stewart should have gotten a supporting actor nomination. It only earned one Oscar nom, and that was adapted screenplay, which, in my opinion, it was the best movie of that particular year. Wolverine in it, or AKA Old Man Logan, he discovers he's a 50-year-old superhero, but his adamantium is now poisoning his body. And he also realizes he's got to protect Professor X, and then this woman, Gabriella, had this girl, the X called Laura, and all that, the X-23, and he takes a little bit of some money to protect her, but he does end up caring for this girl in the long run. It's just a little girl who has like the same type of powers that Wolverine has, but she's like 11-year-old girl there, and she did pretty good for a child actress as well. She did really good. And it's a very well done movie, Logan. I do recommend. I still can't believe it didn't get more nominations. James Mangold did a freaking hell of a job directing this movie. I really wish it would have beaten out, but it only got the adapted screenplay nomination. When they have the 10-8 nominations, screenplay nominations no longer if it doesn't have a picture nom anymore, it doesn't get the screenplay. It's ridiculous, but that's kind of why I hate the Oscars doing what they're doing. Go back to 5 nominations. Stop oversaturating it, and you don't always get them right. Like the movie Drive not making a Best Picture. Come on. Shake your heads. And just like the movie Maestro getting a Best Picture nomination over Boy in the... Are You High? Maestro was a terrible... I don't know. Bradley Cooper did good in A Star Is Born directing, but Maestro, that movie sucked. I'm sorry, my opinion. I didn't like Maestro, I'm sorry. But back to Logan. Logan was the best movie of 2017, in my honest opinion. And it was a very, and he has to drive to get her to North Dakota and all that to protect her. He's also trying to protect an aging, like I said, an aging Professor X, and they kind of develop this bond and all that. It's just a beautifully done movie, Logan, and it is, after The Dark Knight, would be probably my second favorite movie based off a comic book would be Logan. And it's the best out of the X-Men series. Technically, it's like a third Wolverine, so it's like a trilogy. So it is the greatest third installment of a movie, in my opinion, is Logan, because it's definitely better than X-Men Origins and the Wolverine. Although the Wolverine was decent until the end, and then it just fell flat. But how Logan was done, it's great throughout the entire film, and it's quite a sad story too. But even though, yes, he comes back for the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which I still need to see. I still haven't seen that. A lot of my friends have seen it. I still haven't seen it yet, but I still want to see it. But yeah, Logan is a recommendation if you haven't seen it. It's based off the Old Man Logan comic books, and they went with the R rating instead of the usual PG-13 that a lot of the X-Men movies had, and I thought that was a very bold but very, very good decision by going with the R rating. So you could go with the more violent, and you get to see when he finally when he's trying to protect Laura, and all that, even though his bones are hurting him, like you said, the adamantium is poisoning him, but he does go full berserker again one last time. And yeah, and it's before the X-Men and Deadpool, before the Deadpool and Wolverine movie that came out and all that. It was a very sad and somber movie, like how he put the cross in where Wolverine supposedly passed away. If you read the Old Man Logan, but yeah, the cross was put in the ground like an X. So it was, to me, it was almost like, yeah, the how they made the X-Men movies, and this was the best one. I do like there are other X-Men movies that made my list that were good, but they were never my top movies. Like I said, this is the only time second time a comic book movie made my favorite film of the year. But like I did like X-Men, the first one, X2. Also liked Days of Futures Past, and First Class was pretty good too. But there was like some bad ones, like Dark Phoenix was a terrible movie. But Logan, not a terrible movie at all. That is a double gold movie, and like I said, I wish Patrick Stewart, if Sylvester Stallone could get a nomination for what he did with Creed, and I do think he should have won that one. But then why couldn't an aging, suffering man who's got dementia, Patrick Stewart, get an Academy Award nomination? They didn't like putting superhero movies in that, but Heath Ledger won his Oscar, but they avoid superhero movies in this category. And a lot of the times I agree with them, but not in the case of Logan or The Dark Knight. There's a few examples of good superhero movies, and Dark Knight and Logan are both masterpieces. Logan is a double gold masterpiece. James Mangold, you did a phenomenal job. I give this a double gold. It's the best film of 2017. It should have also got a picture, director, supporting actor. Actor would have been cool too, film editing, and sound. So I give it, but that's me. Those are my opinions on that. So yeah, Logan, favorite film of 2017. You guys have yourself a good day. Bye-bye now.